Into the fall and winter season, every single year, without fail, to a greater or lesser degree, we get influenza. Now, one of the things that's particularly problematic is that we still have COVID-19 and SARS coronavirus 2 around, which means that as we get into the fall and the winter, it is conceivable, if not likely, that we could have 2 converging respiratory infections at the same time, which would make it very difficult to address each of them when you're not really sure where you are. So what can we do? We'd like to take them both off the table, but we know how we can make one be much, much less impactful, and that is influenza. So we're encouraging everyone, 6 months of age or older, so really everyone, to get a flu vaccine to protect you from flu. Because if in fact you do that, there are several things you could prevent from getting infected, or if you get flu, you could really moderate and minimize the symptoms of what might otherwise be a situation where you could get seriously ill. And also, it takes away from the complication of 2 respiratory infections at the same time. We're working very hard to get a vaccine for COVID. I believe we will be successful. We already have a vaccine for influenza. So go out there, do the kinds of things that we tell you to do for COVID. We might also say that one of the things that you can do, you have now 2 reasons to wear a mask, keep your distance, avoid crowds, and washing your hands. And the 2 reasons for that is that we know from our colleagues in the Southern Hemisphere that when they were trying to avoid COVID during their winter, which goes from April to the end of August, they markedly diminished the rate of influenza. So you have a double-barrel way to block influenza. Do the things that would block COVID-19 at the same time as you're getting vaccinated for influenza. And hopefully we'll have a very, very low level of influenza.